Hello everyone, welcome back to Enlighten channel. Let me start with a simple question. How many times have you reacted to something only to later discover you were wrong? Not wrong because the situation is unclear. Today, we're talking about assumption, the invisible story we tell ourselves. Story that shape our emotion, our relationship, our career, and even our self-worth. As leader, expert Stephen Covey said, we see the world not as it is, but as we are. And assumptions are born exactly there, in our perception, not in reality. What are assumptions? An assumption is a conclusion we reach without enough information. It is when the mind fills in the gaps. They didn't reply. They must be upset. They didn't smile. She doesn't like me. I failed once and I'll fail again. Assumption feels real. They feel logical, but they're often unverified story. Author Miguel Ruiz in the 4 Agreements give us one powerful rule. Don't make assumption. Why? Because assumption make us suffer unnecessarily. Assumptions in relationship. Relationships are the first place where assumption causes damage. We assume love should be understood without words. Silent means rejection. Change behavior means lost affection. But assumptions create emotional distance. There is a story about 2 couples. A couple stopped talking deeply. One assumed the other has lost interest, and the other assumed silence is peace. Both feels lonely, not because love is gone, but because communication is. Author Miguel Ruiz explains that when we assume, we stop asking. And when we stop asking, misunderstanding grows. Healthy relationships are built on clarity, not guesswork. Assumption in the workplace. Now let's talk about professional life. In the workplace, assumption damage trust, teamwork, and leadership. We assume a colleague is lazy, a leader is unfair, a silent means rejection, feedback means criticism. Playwright George Bernard Shaw warned us, the single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. In professional settings, assumption replaces fact when communication is weak. For example, a team member misses a deadline. Instead of asking why, we assume irresponsibility. But later we discover they lack resource or clarity. Assumption costs organizations productivity and relationship. Mature professionals verify before reacting. Strong leaders ask before judging. Assumption about ourselves. Now, the most powerful assumptions, the ones we make about ourselves. I'm not good enough. I don't belong here. I always mess up things. This assumption quietly shape our confidence and our decisions. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught us, men are disturbed not by things but by the views which they take of them. Our estimates become our assumption. Our assumption becomes our reality. How many opportunities have you avoided because we assume failure before trying? Why we assume? We assume because the brain seeks shortcuts. past experience influence perception. Fear feels silent faster than truth. Writer Anna's Ing said it perfectly. We don't see things as they are. We see them as we are. Assumptions are reflection of our inner world, not accurate mirrors of reality. How to break free from assumptions. Here are 3 practical tools. Pause before you react. Ask, do I know this for sure? Clarify instead of concluding. A simple question can save a relationship. Challenge old belief, because common sense is the collection of prejudice acquired by age 18. Not every belief you hold is true. Some are inherited assumptions. Assumptions are invisible, but their impact is powerful. When we replace assumption with curiosity, communication becomes clearer, relationships become healthier, and life becomes lighter. Remember, assume less, ask more, understand deeper. Thank you for watching. Until next time, choose clarity over assumption.